you all know your stuff, so you understand that traffic is everything. If you don't have traffic, you don't have profits. And the reason you can see currency exchange board here, quite simply put, if you've got a way to generate traffic, then you've got a way to make money. On the right-hand side, we all understand this, a classic funnel. Traffic, obviously, for us is in the form of website visitors, right? We want to convert those into leads and ultimately into paying customers. But how can you help us? Well, we can help you because, number one, we hit in 2008, we hit 1 million visits per month with 5 blogs. Okay, 1 million visits. You read that right. And secondly, in 2011, off the back of that success, we teamed up with a very powerful software developer to innovate with viral traffic. We've sold over 100,000 units of product online as affiliates or vendors in multiple niches. And a year ago, we discovered something that would not only change sort of our lives, but it would change the lives of anybody who'd be working with us, partnering with us, or ending up as our customer. And that's what today is all about. And finally, look, the fact is we've learned the hard way. Okay? We've learned the hard way so you don't have to. I mean, we've gone through the blood, the sweat, the tears. We've taken what I like to call the proverbial beating for you. So there's no, you don't need to do it. It's as simple as that. We've been there and done that, and we're going to share the lessons with you today. A big hint on that is the fact that we don't do any link building. I don't believe in link building at all. Okay? And you'll see why a little later on. So that's just a quick taster of what's to come. My guarantee to you today is the following. Number one, okay, if you submit a press release, I will guarantee you, number one, that Google will pick up your content within 24 hours and rank it, okay, for multiple low to mid competition keywords. And this includes powerful in the news placements in regular Google results. When you first put out your piece of content, you will have this in regular Google results. It will be, bam, in the news. You'll be able to see it. Unbelievable, okay? Yes, it's for .me/1. Secondly, I guarantee you publication of your release on at least 240 brand-named media sites operated under the ABC, NBC brands, and many, many more. In fact, I'll show you this report because this is your authority sites that Google loves, and it shows you every single authority news site that your piece of content is ranking on. But because if for any reason you do not get results, okay, we will rewrite the release for you and we'll keep doing it until you get the results that you were expecting for free. That's how committed we are to your success. But number one, that's how sure we are that you're going to get results first time. I want you to read this again with me right now, okay, because this is pretty crazy. Because what I'm saying is that if for any reason you invest today and you do not get results, okay, we will rewrite the release for you and we'll keep doing so until you get the results you were expecting absolutely for free. Take that in, internalize that, because that's what's that's what's on offer right now. Okay? What would you say is the most important thing in your business? Would you say it's traffic, or would you say it's conversions? The fact is, you've got nothing to convert without traffic. And likewise, traffic is wasted if you can't convert it. But where do you get the traffic from? Well, you get the traffic from two places. Okay? Number one, from Google. Now, Google is the undisputed king, champion, emperor, whatever you want to call it, of online search engines. And if you don't know how to get traffic from Google, or you're not capitalizing and cashing in on that traffic, you're in trouble, right? Secondly, and this is what today is really going to sort of strike home about, it's news sites, okay? And you're going to learn something super, super important about news sites today and how they're changing the face of traffic online, okay? You combine these two together, you've got a I like to call them almost like two superheroes, okay, working together to create a superhuman team who's just working for you in the background while you walk the dog, you go on vacation, whatever you want to do, okay? You bring these two together, you've got a dynamic team. Another question. So the question is, what would you say is the biggest ranking factor on Google? And the answer is what you see on your screen right now. Okay, each and every one of these is the answer. And what are each and every one of these that you see on the screen? What are they? They're brands. And this is the single most important ranking factor when it comes to Google. It's brand. And why would you say brand is the most important factor when it comes to Google in terms of rankings? Well, the answer was actually on the page in front of you. It's the word search, because you cannot search for a fake brand online. So searchability by itself makes brand the most important and biggest ranking factor when it comes to Google. A super important concept, okay, and something we realized is that Google is just like a kid. Google has some simple basic needs, and when you know what these are, traffic and profits are a very, very simple equation. Now, why do I say that? Because the cool kids in Google's eyes are the likes of CNN, ABC, Fox News, Wikipedia. So if we can find a way to associate with these cool kids and sit on their table, Google will look at us and think, hey, I don't need to know their name, I don't need to know what, what they look like, whatever. I just know that they're on that table, they're associating with these big brands, or these cool kids, they have to be cool on their own accord. So what I want to do now is show you a very quick example. So on the screen right here, you can see very clearly from November the 23rd to May the 21st. So it's a 6-month period, and we hit hundreds of thousands of visits to just 3 sites that were left completely untouched for 3 years. They're still running, and they're still bringing us recurring and residual income every single month on month. You're looking at 250,000 visits right there between November the 23rd and May the 21st. And that's with us doing nothing. And this is how we did it. What you'll notice, first of all, is that I'm quite the artist. All right, no, but seriously, I mean, after years and years, what we've come to realize is that if you're an online venture, okay, you're essentially a publisher. And if you're a publisher, you need to be flooding the market with as much content, images, videos, text as you possibly can. It's all about pumping out content and getting traffic to your site or your offer. So the more content you put out, the more traffic you get. And these are what you would call your traffic assets, each and every one of these. And of course, there's 9 here. Just imagine if there were 100, 200 pieces of content working for you in the background. Dude, I want to share a problem with you. Okay, now this is, it's not only a problem that I've had or we've had with our sites, this is a problem that everybody will have when they're first starting out with their sites. And it's the problem of the Google sandbox. Because the Google sandbox, as you know, there's no authority with Google, there's no trust with Google, there's no cool image with Google. So quite simply, Google doesn't like you. And as a result of that, Google doesn't want to hang out with you, and Google will not rank you. Now, I believe it used to be up to, what, 3 months to a year before you could break through this threshold and begin seeing some rankings. Now, I believe it can be up to 2 years? I mean, can you really afford to wait that long and fail, potentially? Absolutely not, right? I mean, has anybody experienced this, by the way? No love from Google? Has anybody been there? I mean, it's it's not a nice place to be, right? So if there's anybody who's been there, who's felt this, who's gone through this, through the Google sandbox, you might be going through it now. But what I want to accentuate, and what I want to talk through mainly is the fact that if you want traffic now, you want results now, and you want money now, if you want that traffic now and you want to send it through, then this is how you're going to do it. By being this blue line on the left-hand side, okay? And what's the difference between the blue line and the orange line? Well, simply put, the blue line is when you post content on your own website. If you post content on authority websites, you get ranked right away. If you post content on your own website, it takes a lot longer. And again, Google will not rank you. Google doesn't trust you. Google doesn't know you. We've got more traffic equals more money, and we do this by leveraging authority websites. Okay, that's easy, simple, and I've explained that to you right here. These are the powerful authority news sites that Google likes, thinks are cool, and thinks are awesome. Okay, these are the sites that Google wants to associate with. And this is the world where you can get content ranked, you can rank for keywords, and you can get huge amounts of traffic to wherever you want to send it. This is where you can get that happening. Now, the first thing you'll notice is, again, look at this. You've got 2.5 million results on this page. Okay, so you've got a lot of competition right here. Bearing in mind that I'm based in, normally I'm based in London, so I'm way over the pond. And I normally get many adverts coming in there. But the fact that I'm in Costa Rica right now, okay, and I'm still getting targeted by adverts and companies in the New York area. So you can see adverts are here, and if there's adverts on the page, that's always indicative of competition. So the first thing you'll notice is Scooby-Doo dog waste removal. They're right at the top of this page. And this is who Ron did the campaign for. Okay, he did it for Scooby-Doo dog waste removal. And when he did it, they gave Ron, as he mentioned, he's probably mentioned this to you before, they said, hey, we love these results, okay, because we've got number 1, 2. So we occupied both spots in the local listings. And if you scroll down, the normal listings, there's another ranking right there. So that's 3 so far on this page. If I go further down, that's 4. So we've got 4, we've got 5. So we've got 5 listings on this page, but that's not bad, right? That's not bad at all. Yeah?
Let me just say, my client also, he was spending over $6,000 a month on Google AdWords to rank for the, to pay to get his listing for this keyword term. And after you know, he got ranked organically, he was able to cut back that budget because he was coming up all over the place and he didn't have to spend any money on it because he was getting it for free.
That's incredible, right? The fact that you've got a client who's you know, pumping money on something that isn't working, and then you come along, which you did, right, Ron? This is what you did, right? You came along and you got them ranked in a very, very short space of time, and they were ranking within 24 to 48 hours, as you just mentioned. So that one's for Long Island dog waste service. But I want to show you how many keywords that we're ranking for right here using a single piece of content that Ron put out. So we've got Long Island dog waste service. We own the page right there. We've got dog waste removal service, Long Island. And again, we've got 1 listing, 2 listings, 3 listings. As far as I'm concerned, again, the page belongs to us, right? We own the page again. If I go down, again, pushing competition onto the second page, as well as outranking all of our competitors. Okay, and we've got another listing here. So we've got like 3 or 4 listings on top of every single page. We're dominating. Again, Long Island Pooper Scooper service, different keywords, dominating the page there, as you can see. And finally, Long Island dog waste removal, completely different keyword. If I scroll down, again, completely dominating this page. In fact, we've got 2 local listings at the top there, and then the first 2 listings in the normal, again, they belong to us and we're dominating. Okay, so we absolutely rocking every single one of those, and you can see the power of what we're achieving there. So remember, 1 word is cool. If you get ranked for 1 word, that's super cool, right? But if you get ranked for 5 to 8 or even 10 keywords, as I've shown you today, with a single piece of content, then you're on to a winner. I want to share something with you, and it's this, okay? It's to expand your take-home profits, you need 3 distinct things. Now, if you understand, internalize, and take these 3 things home, you can almost call them 3 pillars, because if you get this, you're on to a winner, as I mentioned with a few other things. So number 1, you need a traffic source and repeatable system that you can step back from, okay? If you've got that, you're again, you're on to something special right there. Secondly, you need quick decisions and to commit to a plan. I mean, look, we're all online entrepreneurs, right? We're all entrepreneurs. We're all looking to push, create something from nothing, right? Create something special. And if we're looking to do that, we understand that it takes quick decisions and it takes risk and it takes committing to a plan until you get the fruition. And that's what today's all about. And finally, a compelling offer. Okay, so we understand we've got to make quick decisions, we've got to commit to a single plan, but if you don't have something of value, if you don't have an ebook somebody wants to buy, you don't have a writer's course anybody wants to pay for, then you're in trouble, right? So you need a compelling offer, and it could be your own website, it could be an affiliate offer, whatever it is. Just make sure you test the market and you understand that you've got a compelling offer. So those are the 3 things you need to expand your take-home profits. Now this, obviously the news releases are the ones that I've just shown you. All the pieces of content that I shared with you right there, they're news releases. And let's look at the benefits of these releases now. So number 1, we've talked about brand. Okay, brand is the most important ranking factor when it comes to Google. We understand this, and it's the most powerful way to rank. So that's the first thing. Secondly, is tapping into trends. How to tap into high traffic trends using PR, using Google News, etc., etc. In fact, I think Chris's record is 50,000 visitors in 48 hours to a single site. I believe it was a Japanese restaurant based in the US, but that's pretty staggering, right? And that's all done from tapping into high traffic trends, about growing traffic, jumping on multiple keywords as I've shown you, and getting, projecting your traffic and growing it. And finally, if you've got the right news, okay, if you've got the right news designed to help you get real media coverage by reaching journalists, you reach journalists, you reach the blogosphere, and you blow that traffic up, okay? Either way, traffic is up for grabs, and that's something I want you to understand right now. Traffic is there. It's waiting for you. It's just a matter of you having the right strategy to go out there and seize it, and that's exactly what our method does for you. Now this is super quickly just some ideas. Okay, this is about how you can make announcements to get traffic, and these are just some examples of how you can do exactly that. So if you want to have a look at some of these, so you've got deals, you've got discounts, you've got coupons. If you've got some ideas, hopefully this will spark some inspiration with you guys. But if you've got some ideas yourself, if you feel like some of these resonate with you and you can do a piece of news on them, because I'm sure you understand, right? You can make announcements about deals, right? You can discounts, coupons, free reports, yeah, YouTube channels, top lists. Okay, whether you've got new hire, you've got new services, many different ways of making announcements and getting news. Okay, It's the fact that PR is more powerful than ever, because Google has actually got involved now, okay, and talked about how it absolutely loves press releases. Google loves press releases, and it's decided that there is value in presenting news information from the source rather than filtering it through the lens of the media. The simple fact is we're a PR company, so we follow this stuff and we monitor it very, very carefully. And what we found after crunching the numbers is that Google still loves press releases, and it loves the fact that we're putting media and newsworthy content out there for businesses, for any business. And that's why Google appreciates what we do. All right, so super important question I want to super quickly ask you, okay, is how much would you say it would cost a local business to get a press release published like I have shown you today with guaranteed media republication? Well, the fact is, okay, the fact is this, right on the screen right now, PR Web is our biggest competitor, okay, or one of our biggest competitors, because they are the biggest, or one of the biggest, distributors of online press releases. Okay, and they will charge you $369 to match our old distribution. So they will charge you $369. Remember that they don't do the press release for you, so you'd have to pay for the press release on top of the $369. Okay, and remember, press releases have to be written in a particular way. If you combine $250, you get what you pay for, right? So for a top whack press release, $250 plus the $369. Local businesses are typically charged around $500 to $2,000 for a press release. And if you're paying between $250 to $369 plus $250, that's what, around $700. Now what I want to do is very quickly, just so you know that I'm not pulling this out of thin air, I want to be completely transparent with you and show you from PR Web's website what they're charging you, so you can see I haven't pulled it out of thin air. It's $369, and you can see it on your screen right there. So you have to go out there and spend more money on getting somebody to write your release, okay? Somebody who understands how to structure press releases, etc. My guarantee to you today is the following. Number one, okay, if you submit a press release, I will guarantee you, number one, that Google will pick up your content within 24 hours and rank it, okay, for multiple low to mid competition keywords. And this includes powerful in news placements in regular Google results. When you first put out your piece of content, you will have this in regular Google results. It will be, bam, in the news. You'll be able to see it. Unbelievable, okay? Yes, it's for .me/1. Secondly, I guarantee you publication of your release on at least 240 brand-named media sites operated under the ABC, NBC brands, and many, many more. In fact, I'll show you this report, because this is your authority sites that Google loves, and it shows you every single authority news site that your piece of content is ranking on. But because if for any reason you do not get results, okay, we will rewrite the release for you, and we'll keep doing it until you get the results that you were expecting for free. That's how committed we are to your success. But number one, that's how sure we are that you're going to get results first time. I want you to read this again with me right now, okay, because this is pretty crazy. Because what I'm saying is that if for any reason you invest today and you do not get results, okay, we will rewrite the release for you, and we'll keep doing so until you get the results you were expecting absolutely for free. Take that in, internalize that, because that's what's on offer right now. Okay?